right?
Yeah. I'm being a student there, and French and Belgian French, so I can go back to Belgium.
Yeah. So what's the place called in France?
So I lived in Nice.
Nice, yeah.
And I also lived 1 year in Marseille.
Oh, both are. Marseille is even more like Sicily, right? Like in people's perception, like really harborish, and then very crowded and messy.
Yeah, I can see that. Nice is more of a very touristy place, and very small, very touristy, and it's very hard to tell you how I feel, like what I remember from there, because I would not really experience the French culture there. So I was there as a university student, and I was hanging out with Erasmus students all the time.
Yeah, all international, right?
That's maybe the time when I started really, widening my mind horizons, and started meeting people very international, because I didn't get to meet a lot of international people in Sicily.
Sure, yeah.
So I don't feel like I really, tasted the French culture there.
Yeah, except for the food and wine.
Yeah, but I was not really into wine when I was a student. I was more into like
beer
and cocktails. And
okay. Not the beer.
Yeah, a little bit. With time, beer came with time.
Yeah, okay.
But I was hanging out with a lot of international students, and so But then there, the color would be 100%
blue.
Yeah, light blue. Because Côte d'Azur, right? Like the azure is this beautiful light blue.
So your stripe here is also blue. Why? Ocean?
On my jacket?
Yeah.
It's a bit like this. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a reference to that,
but you put it on yourself, or?
Yeah, it's not part of the jacket itself.
Yeah.
No, it's just because I wanted to have something a bit, cyberpunk. Cool.
Very nice. Yeah.
So the color would be blue because it's the color of the sky and the sea. And then the US, I think it would be green. Everything was very green there. I lived in a little peninsula called Cape Cod. And what?
It sounds funny.
Cape Cod.
It's like a mini version of Cape Town.
Yeah. And there I lived in a little place called Woodsall, which is a very interesting place because it's a scientific, let's say, how do you call this? Hot spot. Like many scientists come there like in summer to like very prestigious neuroscience courses and stuff like that. And it's the oldest marine biology lab in the US, I think.
Oh wow, okay. How old then?
I think from the 19th century, but
how
not
about
100%.
In Europe?
Which one is the oldest?
Yeah.
I think it might be Naples, but I don't know how old it is.
Wow, okay.
Naples in Italy, yeah. Stazione zoologica.
Stazione zoologica.
Perfect.
Oh wow, I think we could do the language learning from you. Teach me one sentence in Italian, one sentence in French.
Okay.
About octopus.
Octopus. In French would be j'aime les poulpes.
J'aime les poulpes. I'm the octopus.
No, it's I love octopuses. In Italian, you could say something difficult.
Lui cucina polpo.
Cosa?
I'm sorry. I love eating them.
Don't eat them.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's fine. But but I didn't know you speak Italian.
Only one sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to teach you. You already know.
No. Teach me a proper one, like with love.
With love.
Yeah.
Mi piace abbracciare I polpi.
Mi piace abbracciare
I polpi.
I polpi.
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means I like to hug octopuses.
Oh, okay.
You can hug it. Oh.
Oh, okay. Mi piace
abbracciare
I
polpi.
I polpi. Polpi. Alright, we gotta be careful with your micro
ecosystem
here.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the US, there it would be green because it was I was in the middle of I was in this town called Woodsaw, and it's a scientist hotspot, all those courses, and yeah, the cool thing about it is it's also a little harbor to a lot of fishermen. So I would say that most of the people living there are actual fishermen.
Oh, okay.
And then there are also some scientists, and then the tourists would only come in summer. So in the winter, just nobody. It's just scientists and fishermen, and both the two groups would hang out together in in bars and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool.
That's nice.
It's very, very green and dark green. So in my head, this place is dark green,
like seaweed green, or
okay. And it's not very, very good weather, and just bioluminescence in the water, so you could like go and swim and see little sparkles of blue because of the plankton.
Wow.
And I liked also that part of my life. And now Germany, the color would be gray.
I just want to say, because now we're still in winter.
Yeah.
Right. Last week is really gray, but I think if, despite the winters, my Germany, because I've been here for more than 10 years, I love Germany now. I would feel it has more colors. It could be warm, and the best months are May and June. Yeah. Because it's not too cold, not too hot, and the daylight is really long, so I don't need to sleep very long.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was more to joke, but I think my initial feeling here would be, I would say gray, but then Frankfurt is surprisingly very green.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very green. A lot of parks and stuff. So it's just in when you're in winter and the clouds are always present and everything looks dim, the light is dimmed, and it's a bit special, but you get used to it, and then you appreciate even more like summer or like spring, right?
Right.
And I really like Frankfurt. I feel somehow I've been questioning more and more like this concept of home, right? And especially in the last few years,
right?
And so now I'm appreciating even more the idea of feeling at home. And for now, home is where I am, and where I am is here. And so Frankfurt, I would say, if people ask me, where is your home? Hometown is a different thing, but where is your home right now? It's where I live, where I work, where I spend most of my time. That would be Frankfurt.
But how would you call the place where your parents are living?
My parents' place.
Okay.
Yeah, or the place where
you were born.
I was born, or I grew up. My childhood, place. But my parents' place is my parents' place. I don't say I go home when I go see my parents. I go see my parents, right?
Okay. So we wouldn't say, it's Christmas time, I go home.
No. No.
When was the last time you went to your parents' place?
To my parents' place?
Yeah.
Well, not that long ago. Okay. Actually, 1 month ago.
How often do you meet?
So before, when they were living in Sicily, it was more complicated because like the flights were very expensive. So I would see them every year or so. Usually in summer, but sometimes also for Christmas. But we've never been a family that celebrates a lot Christmas, so it was never, And I would probably go back to Sicily because I also wanted to see my friends from high school and stuff like that. But now, I see them more often now that they're in Belgium, also because it's closer. You can take the train 3 hours from here. And also in the last 4 years and a half, since I moved here essentially, I've been in a long distance relationship. And so this person is from Belgium. And so I don't know what is the expression in English, but I would take the opportunity to both see my parents when I go see my partner. So in French you would say, aspetta, is it Italian? So in Italian you would say, with one bee and two pigeons.
So in Chinese it's 一石二鸟,一箭双雕. So one stone, two birds.
Two birds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in French it's one stone, two hits.
Two hits.
And the other one in Italian is one being like one seed, two birds, and you mix you people mix the two of them, and so you took the stone from the French and you killed the two Italian pigeons with it.
No, there's another one. Is one 一箭双雕 is one like kind of
one throw.
One archery.
Like one arrow.
One arrow. Two big Adler. What is Adler? Adler is German. Like two big.
Radler?
No. Damn, the huge bird.
Like an eagle?
Yeah, eagle.
Okay.
One arrow, two eagles.
Four eagles. Okay. So you really like to kill birds.
Well, because these are old sayings, right?
Okay,
so they're from the old time where people cannot, supply themselves easily.
Okay.
So one eagle could feed a whole village, probably.
It's cute. I tend to see my parents every couple of months now, something like that, maybe 2 or 3 months. When I go to Belgium to see my partner, I don't always stop to see my parents. They're not super close, but sometimes I do stop for the weekend or something.
Okay, but now you live together?
No, actually, my partner is here for like a temporary period because she took a break from work and it's a bit of a transition phase.
Okay.
And we've been far away for a long time, like since forever, and so we're trying to, enjoy our time together, make the most of this time, and trying to be closer for a bit before, before maybe she start working somewhere else.
Okay. So would you feel when the time your partner is here, your place here feels more like home?
Yeah, because then
the cat is also here.
Yeah, the cat. Maybe this is what home is. Home is where the cat is, right?
If you have one.
Yeah, if you have one.
Yeah.
But I could see, when she was in Belgium in her apartment, that it also feels like her apartment is also my home, right?
Oh, nice.
And so we could meet.
Sorry.
No one.
Maybe it's the cat hair. Yeah.
Maybe we could meet here, we could meet there, and then it would be also my little home, right? 2 little nests.
So home is also where the love is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have someone there to hug, then there's a home.
Yeah, also could be.
Nice. Yeah. Then when would be the time you would say, okay, here's not the place for me anymore, I gotta leave? Because you were like, earlier, Germany?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's because I have been here too long, or is it because maybe I need the sea and the sun. So I grew up, I grew up in Belgium, but then I moved to Sicily. Then I moved to the south of France. Then I just worked a little bit in the US, close to the sea. So I've been in contact with water all my life. And now I'm here in Frankfurt.
There's only Main River.
Yeah, or little ponds and lakes which don't smell very good. And so I need the sea and the sun. So I feel like I can stay 2 years if I had to because of PhD. But I really would like to slowly start thinking where to go after this. But 5 years, I mean, before in my life, I used to, after I left high school, I used to, lived in a place for like 6 months, 1 year, then moved to another place and moved to another place all the time. So now, it feels like a lot. And I accumulated a lot of things. Before I was like, living the minimalist life, everything just in your backpack, and just going around. And now I'm here, and and look at all those.
How do you transport them? Nintendos.
Yeah, all the retro gaming consoles. And, like the worst is this guy. Like I have a huge Sony CRT TV. Wow. And this is, I think, 60 or 70 kilograms.
Yeah, because it's not the modern one. It's huge, but it's thin. This one is like a...
It's very big. It's
a huge thingy. A cubic,
Cathodic ray tube. I forgot the name in English, but...
Wow.
Yeah, but they're very good for retro gaming.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I have a lot of stuff, and whenever I will have to move, I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
You just need to have a very good employer and then they would pay for proper moving service.
Yeah, but my goal is to be, self-employed.
Then it's gonna be very painful to pay for that bill.
Yep.
But
I'll do with it.
Yeah, but I think if you can make it to a really good level, then it's just right.
Ting ting bling bling.
Yeah,
we'll see. But so maybe one more year, and then I'm happy to go away. Not because I dislike in the city, maybe because I really want to see in the sun. But I can travel and I can go see it, right? But I like Germany. I like people here. I think the values and the people really align with what are core values for me.
Yeah.
Everything that touches at LGBTQ rights and veganism or environmentalism, and I think Germany is pretty good compared to maybe some other Western Europe countries. I think in general I feel welcome and I feel happy here. In the culture at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then, if you grow really old someday, and then you can't easily travel anymore.
Yeah.
Where would you want to settle down?
Yeah, I guess it depends if I have family. If I have kids and stuff, which is not something I plan to and not look forward to. I don't really want to have kids.
Yeah.
But it might happen. In that case, my answer will be different. I think because I would like to be close to family, I guess.
So without kids, you have all the freedom in the world to be anywhere you want.
Yeah, but then
that's good.
Would I have a lot of very good friends and people that I care a lot, and then maybe I would like to be close to them. And if I have nobody, would I still care? Would I be too old to have social interaction? If yes, I would like to do, I don't know. I met this very old scientist at a certain point when I was looking for internships, and he invited me. He's like a very big name in the cephalopod community, cephalopod research, but he's like 90 years old.
Whoa,
and he invited me in his little villa in the south of France. Very humble, very small, a lot of olive trees, and he was living there with his wife, and it's I think it's a paradise for elder people, right? You're just there, you have your little house, and it's just green, and you're on top of a hill, and you see the sun all day.
Wow.
And so I think if I had to, I'm not sure how old you are, you asked me how old I am.
Until you can't really...
If I can't move, that would be...
until you can't drive easily.
He could drive. He could drive recklessly. I thought for the first time in my life I would die in that car. But he's special. Anyway, but I would like to live maybe in the south of France or something like that. But it's just because I saw that house and I thought I would like to live like this when I'm 90 years old.
Yeah.
But a house like that with this climate you can find in different other places in the world, right?
Sure. Yeah, because for me, before I left China, I was like, okay, maybe a good life is where the Hollywood movies would be or whatever series or whatever movies are right? And then I went to different countries and saw how people lived, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is nice, this could be my life. So there could be multiple choices. So I don't even know for me how my retirement life would be and when I would retire. Of course, as soon as possible is good. Yeah. But would I be bored if I'm retired, right? Or if I still have the passion to do the things that I thought I would want to do when I retire. So how do you prepare yourself for that retirement life, let's say?
Retirement where I could not do all the things I would like to do or travel where I would. Well, I kind of feel like my next goal with my career is exactly what you are describing, in the sense that on YouTube I talk about science, But the YouTube channel is about me liking science, right? So I talk about something I like, and for now it is science. But it's not presented, it is a science YouTube channel, but it's also Dr. Nemo's YouTube channel. Right? And so if one day I want to talk about something else,
then you're not Dr. Nemo anymore.
Well, I am Dr. Nemo, but I would not. It would be Dr. Nemo not talking about science, but talking about something else. So sometimes I've been talking about history. Sometimes I talk about the science of Game Boys, and so I start like mixing into the science elements of my passions, my hobbies that don't necessarily have anything to do with them. And I hope one day, that even if I don't talk about science, that I talk about anything I like, then people would be there and listen to me to still have an audience. And the idea is that at this point, that is my dream job, because I would just do anything I like. The only constant would be to have a camera and a microphone. Right? And I could I want to learn music, and then I take an instrument and I play for a few months and I record, and then I tell my journey, and people are there, and this is my job. And my job would be just to film myself, record, and create content on things that I like to do.
Right.
And so it never feels like work when I'm doing YouTube, because it's my passion, it's my hobbies that I'm talking about. So hopefully when I'm retired, then I already have done so many things that I'm like, okay, I can chill down a little bit. Because I do travel for the YouTube channel sometimes, and so it's a lot of opportunities to get to know new culture, to experience new things. I experience also crazy stuff. There's a video where I try sensory deprivation tanks. So it's one of those capsules where you go in and has salt water. So you float very much, and the water is the same temperature as your skin. So you don't feel warm, you don't feel cold. It's the same temperature as you. And it's completely black, pitch dark, pitch black. Yeah. And so you're there, and so you don't get visual input. You don't feel like difference in temperature, and you don't really feel like you're touching anything because you're like floating.
Then do you feel more alive or more dead?
I don't know. What do you feel like? I feel like I slept. And you feel, I think, more focused on your body initially, but then you let your mind drift, and you start thinking about other things, and it's cool. It's a nice experience. But we don't have to talk about it. I'm just saying that through the YouTube channel, I end up doing a lot of things.
Cool.
Very cool things, very cool experiences. Go to places, talk about things I like, and talk about my hobbies. And so
we've also done TED Talk, right?
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool.
That's really like you could do everything if you put your passion into discovering what you really like, what you really want to explore in your world. For now, it's science world.
So hopefully, you could see retirement as being the time where, okay, now I stop working and I can start, spending time for myself and my hobbies and stuff. But it's not quite what I expect from my life. What I expect is my job, future job would be me doing all the things I want to do.
Without deadlines.
Yeah, then I know.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
And then my retirement is just gonna be like, I'm done. I've done all the things. I have learned all the things. I don't think I can reach it. But I'm pretty sure at a certain point when I do too many new things, I will get tired of it. When I get older. So it will be just one place. You wake up. You see the same place every day.
Yeah.
You watch the plants grow in the garden. And you appreciate, being there.
Well, that's really very dreamy. I feel I'm in this tank now.
Oh.
Yeah, floating a bit.
So this is how I prepare for retirement. Wow, we're talking a lot.
It's quite a lot. So, last wisdom for our audience? Wisdom. You're Dr. Nemo. Come on.
Wow. Respect nature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Respect nature.
Come on, panda is from nature. Why panda is not endangered is China's taking care of panda. Yeah. So.
Respect nature. I actually thought a lot when I was younger about that. Why do we try to save pandas?
Oh.
Because do you ever think about it? Because pandas are endangered, right?
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for us if it wasn't for us in the first place, they would still be there.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for us saving them, then they would not be here, right?
Right.
And so I was asking myself a few years ago, why do we save them? What is the point? And pandas were really like the perfect example to trying to understand that. And then I realized with time that it is important to save them. First of all, because we messed up their environment. If they're dying, it might be because of us. So let's try to preserve life, right?
Right.
But also for a biodiversity point of view. So if you want to understand the principles behind the evolution of animals and plants and whatever, you have at a certain point to do some comparative biology. So you would look at the biology of certain animals, and then you would look at the biology of another animal, or how bones came and evolve, and you can look at similarities and dissimilarities, and then you can reveal some fundamental principles or through biodiversity. So if you let a lot of animal dies because of us in the first place, then you have less animal to study, and you can infer way less about their ancestors than if you had more biodiversity, right? That would be one thing. And every animal is also full of little secrets. So when we are studying animals, sometimes you're like, oh wow, you just discovered this very crazy cellular mechanism in this animal because they can regenerate limbs or something like that. And then you can study how to, I'm saying stuff that's not, but curing cancer or something, and you didn't know you could learn that from that animal.
Actually, for example, pandas used to eat meat, but then they became vegan. They prefer bamboos and apples, right? So it's also about now how do we study, human beings used to live on whatever they could grab from nature. And then there's more meat production, and then we can be eating meat is great. But then now a lot of society are going for vegan. Then can we learn something from pandas?
Yeah, maybe we can.
And
so biodiversity is important in this sense because if you have higher biodiversity, then you have a higher resources to learn from, right? Because there's a lot of lessons in nature,
right?
In animals biology and stuff like that. So and beyond that, I think it's also our duty to preserve life, especially life that we have threatened ourselves.
Right.
So pandas are pretty cool.
Cool.
They're cute.
Nice.
Not particularly useful, but they're very cute and somehow important.
Yeah. Alrighty. And with that, let's conclude it. Thank you for hearing Dr. Nemo's wisdom and his sharing of his big life, right? And the journey is just started yet. And it's been a good talk. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking a lot now.
Yeah, very visual as well, different colors. So,
Just like here.
Yeah.
Talking about red. No, we didn't talk about red. Yeah, red. Yeah, red. Belgium. Belgium was red.
Yeah.
Then Italy
yellow,
was... Italy was yellow. Sicily was blue.
Yeah.
And then the darkness around, that's Germany.
Yeah, okay. Great darkness. So you want to say bye to everyone?
Goodbye, everyone. It has been beautiful to be here with you and Panda and talk about essentially me for 1 hour.
Sure.
Not particularly.
But we talked about Panda in the end, right?
We talked about Panda, so everything is fine.
Higher level of humankind and biodiversity and evolution of this world. Yeah. Good. So that's really great. Okay, let's stop here.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. Oh, I went to gym and my legs are
You did what?
I went to gym and my leg is
painful.